The first tip is your stats. You want to make sure you upgrade and max out critical hit stat, your regular damage stat. Once those two are maxed out, but with attack speed, obviously the faster you attack, the more you crit, therefore the more damage. So number 2, Pokemon held items. Honestly, you can use whatever you want. The scope lens boosts your critical hit rate and damage, so it's nice. And then the shell bell, which just gives you extra damage for your special attack. But use whatever works for you. Numero 3. So number 3, you want to play on extreme mode, obviously because the games are going to be much longer. The highest I've gotten was 450 coins. Beat it in like 7.5 minutes. That game was crazy. I want to say I carried, but I went a little crazy. Number 4, my favorite pose to throw up. But number 4, which Pokemon should I use? Doesn't really matter which Pokemon you choose. All that matters is whichever you're most comfortable with and your playstyle. Number 5, literally just play the game. Just play the game. Don't be a static teammate. You're not going to get better at something if you don't put in the work and reps. Because repetition is very important, especially not only with the game, but with life in general. If you want to get better at something, then it's not just gonna happen overnight. You got to put in the work, figure out what works for you, what doesn't, and eventually you'll just do it. All the tips I've given out, pause. This is probably the most important tip that I could give you. Pause again. But yeah, I just wanted to give a quick kind of help tutorial video if you're struggling with special ed teammates. Whenever Zapdos does its like shockwave thingy, move, especially like if you're near Tinka, move, because you're just doing like, look how much damage you're doing. It's just, you're just doing unnecessary you're doing unnecessary damage that could be avoidable. Like, come on, be smart here. It literally says on this thing, oh, it can do damage to nearby Pokemon and your allies. Why would you want to do damage to, like, what? It's splash damage. It does damage to everyone. But alright, you should subscribe too.